Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Atlanta Grill Company. Today I'm going to fire up the Kamado Joe Classic and I'm going to make something I found that looks really fun. We are going to make a meatball sub casserole. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do here is make some meatballs. If you don't want to make meatballs from scratch, you can ignore this part and you can buy meatballs that are pre-made in the grocery store. But when I make my meatballs, I like to make them this way. I put my dry ingredients together first. So everything I'm going to add to the ground beef, I'm going to start out in the mixing bowl here. And I'm going to start out with some breadcrumbs. And I'm going to give you these quantities in the video description. I've got some grated pecorino romano. You can use parmesan if you want here. I've got garlic powder. I've got some black pepper, some salt, some paprika, and some Italian seasoning blend. And I'm just going to take my spoon and I'm going to get that all mixed up. And in this bowl, I've got a pound of ground beef, to which I am going to add one lightly beaten egg, and then I'm going to add the dry ingredients that we just put together, and I'm going to get in here with my hand and just get this completely mixed up. And once I have that completely mixed, we're going to make meatballs. So I'm just going to get my little quarter sheet with a little bit of parchment paper on it, and I'm going to grab some of that mix we just made. I'm going to roll it up, set it on the parchment paper, and we're going to get all of these done. And here's what I ended up with. I got 26 meatballs out of that, which is about right. You can make these whatever size you like. You can also make these in advance, and I recommend doing that if possible, at least a couple hours in advance, to let these flavors go to work on that ground beef. So I'm going to put these in the refrigerator and let them chill till we're ready to cook. But you can also freeze these at this point if you like. So we'll be back. I have gone ahead and taken the liberty of firing up the Kamado Joe Classic using the fireboard and preheating this guy up to 400 degrees. So we're going to crack this guy open. We're going to put our meatballs on here and we're going to give those 15 to 20 minutes. Here we are, about 15 minutes later, and those look pretty good. So we're going to get these off and then we're going to move on to the next phase of putting this together. We're going to keep the grill running at 400 degrees. The next thing I've got here is a can of these grocery store variety biscuits, and what we're going to do is we're going to take our knife and we're going to cut each of these guys into about 8 pieces. And there are 8 biscuits in the can, so we're just going to get them all. And then, in a really large mixing bowl, you're going to have your meatballs in there. You're going to dump in the biscuit pieces that we've just made. I've got a jar of marinara sauce that we're going to use the entire jar. And then we've got some shredded mozzarella cheese. And we're going to just take our spoon and we're going to get that all mixed up together. And after it's all mixed, we're going to transfer that into a 9x13 dish. I'm going to try to get all of that, not leave much of it behind. And we're going to spread that out nice and evenly in that dish. And then we're coming on top with some more mozzarella cheese. I just like to try to get that kind of evenly across there. And now we're ready to take this to the grill. Okay, we're ready to go to the grill. My grill's still cruising along right at 400 degrees, so we're going to set this pan on here and we're going to let it cook till it's done. I'm expecting 25 minutes or so. Okay guys, we're about 30 minutes into this and I want you to have a look at that. That's off the hook. We're going to take that off and going to let it cool a little bit before we dig in. Okay guys, this is gonna be dinner here tonight at the man cave, so I'm gonna dip some of this out here into a couple of these bowls. I wish you could smell this. This really smells amazing. This is not going to win any awards for plating, but I want you to just have a look at that. Man, just as gooey as that is going to tell you that's going to be some good food. That mozzarella is just stringy, and heck yeah. And yeah, I've made a mess, but man, let's take a taste. I can't wait to get into one of these meatballs particularly. You can see how the biscuit pieces cooked up. Let's taste that. Oh yeah. Let's get some of this meatball. Okay. That's perfect. That is off the hook. Guys, you're going to have to give this one a try. Let me know what you think. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Atlanta Grill Company.